XP Pen contacted me again for another tablet review, this time with this really gorgeous 4K monitor, which I'm baffled by. This box, as you can see, is totally up my street. They've already got me in with the packaging, but let's dive right in. This is the monitor itself. This model is called the XP Pen Artist Pro 16TP. It's a 4K monitor tablet with pen and touch input, which is pretty impressive. I was not expecting something like this soon, really, to be honest. It's a 50.6 inch display with 4K. You can see here I'm unboxing the plug, and it has some plug adapters there depending on what region you're from. And as you can see, the adapter slides into the plug like this, pretty easy. This is the pen box, which is way fancy compared to the other ones for some reason. Kind of love it. I kind of fail at opening it here though with my one-handed unboxing. Sorry about the unprofessionalism here. You can open it with one little click on the bottom and it slides open like that. I believe it comes with 9 spare pen nibs and a pen nib remover there, which is the little hole. The pen itself doesn't have a rubber grip and it only has one express key, but it does have an eraser finally. And like before, you don't need a battery. The express key is quite flush against the pen, so it's quite easy to click. But that's not too much of a problem for me, to be honest. Overall, the pen feels nice and comfy to hold. Here's a little box here with the sort of extra documents, warranty information, a happy holidays card in August, which is lovely. I believe this tablet is expected to release around Christmas, which is why that's in there, I'm assuming. Also comes the little cleaning cloth and a glove, as always. And a little quick start guide there, which is really nice and straightforward. And then this other box under here contains the cables for connection. So it has 2 USB-C to USB-C cables, 1 USB-C to HDMI cable, which also has another USB input. One of those USB-C to USB-C cables will be for your power, so plugged into your mains plug. And the other 2 are for PC connection, depending on what connection you can use. I use the HDMI. Using the USB-C cable instead may lead to some technical limitations, like screen brightness, perhaps. This is the actual monitor itself. It doesn't have a screen protector, so it has this glossy finish. Doesn't bother me, but if you prefer that matte texture, you can go for a third-party screen protector. I do believe it's designed like that for the touch input, so it feels sort of like a phone or an iPad screen. It has a slight anti-reflective finish to it. There's these side buttons here for control of the power and the touch. It's a very nice, thin, lightweight tablet. It's thin enough to fit on my tablet stand that's designed for iPads. There's the 2 USB-C inputs and another button. These buttons are for monitor menu and brightness control. You can leave kind of smudges when you rub on the tablet due to that glossy finish, but not too much of a problem if you keep it clean, and again, you can get a third-party screen protector. This is a comparison between the 16TP and the Innovator 16, which I reviewed last year and have been using this whole time. Been using it for almost a year. It's very well loved. I've been really enjoying it, actually. They're both about the same size, 15.6 inches. Innovator 16 is a little bit thinner for that portability, and it has express keys. The 16TP doesn't have express keys, which I don't mind, but might be a deal breaker for you. The main selling point with the 16TP though is that huge 4K resolution compared to the Innovator's 1920 by 1080, and also that really yummy touch functionality. You can see me here booting it up for the first time. The first impression was that those cables at the top are pretty naff in the way of my display, but I mean, I could overlook it after a while. And this was me admiring that 4K resolution for the first time. I was so baffled at how crisp and beautiful everything looked. I was like, oh my god, this is how the world could be. But yeah, it's very nice. It's lovely. Okay, so I'm just gonna talk over this time-lapse of a drawing that I did with this tablet. Really enjoyed doing it. Didn't take me long to get used to the tablet at all. Really enjoying the 4K, everything looked very crisp and beautiful, and the colours look really nice too. But yeah, let's get into the likes and dislikes. So with the likes, it's a nice, simple, minimal, modern design, which is really nice. The monitor is gorgeous, the 4K looks wonderful, it allows for a lot of UI space and software. The pen feels good, there's zero noticeable gap or lag. There's good pen pressure at about 8,192 levels of pressure sensitivity, and it has tilt control up to 60 degrees. So if you have any brushes that support tilt functionality, then this will work on them. The screen with the pen feels a little bit more slippery than one might be used to. It feels akin to a phone or an iPad screen if you're used to that. The actual finger touch functions worked nicely after I had to troubleshoot a little bit. I'll go into more detail about that later. But now that the touch works, it has really nice responsiveness. You can use it for gesture controls in some compatible programs such as pinch to zoom, panning, rotating, and double tap for undo, which is really nice. I've also used it just to skim web pages really quickly, like you'd do on a phone. The touch inputs also have control options, controlled by the button on the left-hand side. These options being on, palm rejection mode, and off or pen only mode. Personally, it's a perfect size for me. It's big enough for me to comfortably draw on, and to have the 4K resolution not be too tiny, but it's not too big to crowd my desk or strain my eyes. It's thin and fairly lightweight. It's about the weight of a small laptop. The setup and driver are nice and straightforward. There's a little setup booklet that you can follow the instructions for. You just go to the XP Pen website, support, downloads, click on the tablet that you have, and then download the latest driver. I've used it for long periods and it hasn't heated up at all yet. I use it for work and then for personal stuff after work, so that's probably a solid 8 hours for work plus 4 or 5 hours for my own personal use, and it hasn't heated up at all, so that's great. And overall it hasn't felt distracting at all when using it, so I've adjusted to it very quickly, and I been using it happily for a week now. So on to dislikes. As mentioned earlier, I think the cable inputs at the top of the tablet are a bit naff. Probably mostly a personal thing, as I have the up-down dual monitor setup, so the cables sort of get in the way of my upper monitor. There's no tablet stand provided with this at all, so you'll have to get a third-party stand or just use it flat on the desk. There's no express keys on the actual monitor. I just use keyboard shortcuts, so that's fine for me, but that may be an issue for you. As mentioned previously, I'll go into more detail now, I had some initial setup issues. I think this was due to the dual monitors because there was some sort of confusion with the input between both of my monitors. At first, the touch function was appearing on my other monitor rather than the tablet, so whenever I touched the tablet it would appear on the other monitor. And also there was some pen mapping issues in some programs like Clip Studio Paint. I fixed these quite easily after a bit of fiddling around. If I just went into my Windows display settings and changed my main monitor to the tablet, it fixed most of this. So I think the computer was just assuming all the inputs on the tablet were meant for the main monitor, which wasn't my tablet at the time. So now that I've changed that, it works fine. I also found that in Clip Studio I could open Preferences, then select Tablet, and then checking Use Mouse Mode in setting of tablet driver. But yeah, now it all works perfectly fine. So with those likes and dislikes out of the way, here are some extra little notes and things to consider if you're interested in this tablet. The HDMI cable is really thick, not the cable itself, but the end of it where the HDMI sort of plug is. It's really big. I know on some computers and laptops the ports are really close together, so if you have a lot of things plugged in that may be an issue, but if not, that's fine. Apparently Macs or iOS struggle with the touch function. It doesn't work too well. I can't test as I have a PC, but if you have a Mac, maybe wait till that's fixed. It feels and functions very premium, but there's a big price tag that comes with that, as it's £800. There's a lot that comes in that package, like the 4K, the touch function, the pen function, and it feels very quality and premium. I don't see this sort of scratching or breaking anytime soon, but as I plan on using this for a long period of time, I can update you guys in the comments below. So I usually pin a comment being like, hey, I've been using this for a while now and it's done this or has exploded, or something like that. So I'll give it a go. 4K resolution is a very big step up from the common 1920 by 1080, that's almost 4 times the amount. So make sure your computer is powerful enough to keep up with that. So that's it, I think, for now. Again, I'll keep you updated in the comments as to how it goes, because I plan on using this for a long time, because it's gorgeous. But thanks for watching. Sorry for all the sponsors recently, but I've been really lucky with them, and I feel very thankful that I'm able to take these opportunities, and they've helped me upgrade my workspace so much. And I have a few more coming as well, so I hope you'll enjoy those. But big thanks to XP Pen for sending me this model, and I'll keep you guys updated. So thanks again for watching, I'll see you next time.